ho, ho!
Hey guys, Nightfall here, and welcome back to another episode of Faction Wars, and this one looks a little different, maybe even a little hectic. So let me try to explain what's going on here. We're still following the same format. This is Highwaymen versus Phantoms, as you saw in the intro. We have the first match on the top and the second match on the bottom. And on the left side, you'll have two wicks playing match 1 on the top left, and you have side X playing match 2 on the bottom left. Both of them are playing Phantom. And then on the right side, you have both of my gameplays for match 1 and 2, playing Highwaymen and Phantom. The goal of doing it this way is to try to reduce the runtime of these. Some of them end up going 3 matches or more. And I think a lot of people want to see the outcome of this, but aren't watching because the videos end up being 20 to 30 minutes long. So right away, let me know down in the comments, is this a format that you can enjoy watching with 4 different screens going on at the same time? Or would you prefer to watch one match and then watch the second match? Do you want it to be 10 to 12 minutes long? Or do you want it to be 15, 20, 25, however long it takes for both matches to go through? Keep in mind, this is team deathmatch. So what could be a 25-30 minute video if we were to watch them back to back to back? When we end up doing something like Occupy or Zone Control, it could end up being almost an hour-long video if they run 3 matches. So let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions on how you'd like this format to look. And let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and take a look at our top left box. And this is 2 wicks playing on match 1 in Showtime. And he's going to go outside here and then come back in. Peek around the corner. He drops the hatch and gets shot at. He turns back around, throws an EMP grenade, and then thinks he gets away, but then instantly gets shot in the back. Moving our attention to the top right screen, this is my gameplay on match 1, and I am playing the Highwaymen faction here as I drop down, kill somebody in the corner and get a few extra kills and get a triple kill there, and I was able to get away, and then I slide around the corner and get yet another kill before I get killed again finally. And before we move our attention to another screen, I want to point something out. I've made it a little bit easier to identify who's playing what faction, because depending on what device you're watching this on, it's probably a little small. So the top left, you can see there's a Phantom icon and there's one in each corner. So the only one playing Highwaymen is the match 1 top right corner where it shows my gameplay. So as hectic as all of this may seem, I hope I was able to make it a little bit easier to understand. So currently match 1, the Highwaymen are up right now 29 to 20. And on the bottom screen, which is match 2, it looks like the Phantoms are up. Looks like the Phantoms are down 25 to 21. So Highwaymen currently winning both games. So moving our attention now to the bottom left screen, this is side X view. He goes inside and gets a kill on the guy in the corner. And then he runs out and then comes up behind somebody trying to hold a hard scope on what angle. I've never seen that before. But he's able to get him and then gets clapped up around the corner from a crazy head peek that I absolutely hate when people hold that angle. So moving our attention now to the bottom right screen, this is my gameplay using an M4 on match 2. This is Pueblito. And another thing to remember here is that the maps were just randomly generated. It was all thrown into a random wheel generator and spun, and then whatever map we got, we got. But after respawning, I go up the steps there and jump down, and that's usually my normal route for this map. So let's move our attention back to the top left corner now. And it seems like the Phantoms are still struggling to keep up. They're down 31 to 40 as he tries to hold an angle going up the stairs, and he's slow peeking everything and sees somebody over there, almost gets killed by that grenade. Drops down, looks like he's trying to go for a flank. Not seeing anyone in there, and then ends up running up on his teammate as they're now down 33 to 42. Let's move our attention over. Hopefully some more action on the right side here. It looks like their top 2 screens are actually about to collide into one another, and a pretty rare occurrence here. We get a shot from both angles and I end up getting killed there, and he gets a double kill, and they're able to hold that spot now only down 6. Let's go ahead and move down to the bottom left and see what match 2 holds for us. So it looks like Phantom's down on this one as well, 36 to 45. So both matches are pretty close, but Phantoms are still losing both of them, it seems. So not much doing down there as he gets killed. Let's move our attention to the bottom right screen now on match 2. This is my gameplay as I try to avoid a turret from killing me. Able to destroy it, take a little damage there. Currently playing Phantom on this one and down 12 points right now, make that 13, and almost get killed by a crazy turret placement. And I'll be honest, that's one that I didn't know even existed. Never even tried to put it there, but it looks like it definitely works, especially if you're playing something like Occupy and the zone is inside there. It looks like it'd be a really good turret spot. And then we'll cycle back to the top left corner. It looks like the Phantoms started making a comeback here. They're only down 4 as 2X is going around on the top right side. Gets shot in the back, not sure where from. He's cooking a grenade and takes out that turret. Turns around, gets a kill, and now they're only down 2. Throws up his shield and is able to help take someone out far away, and now Phantoms are only down 1. Slides down the steps, and now he's tied it up for the Phantoms. Let's move our attention down to the bottom left, where it's not looking too great for the Phantoms right now. 44 to 67. They're down 23 points at the moment, and that is an insane amount. So it looks like Sidek gets respawned here. Checking the scoreboard, and we're moving up the normal alleyway here. And quick spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the other Faction Wars episodes yet, you might want to go ahead and go back and watch that now so that you don't have any spoilers here, because I'm about to put the bracket up on the screen to show you what happens depending on who wins this game. So if the Phantoms win, because they would be the lowest remaining seed, they would actually end up playing DedSec. But if the Highwaymen win, they're actually going to end up playing Libertad, which means Echelon would then play DedSec. So Phantoms kind of have an uphill battle here, and it'd be interesting to see if the Phantoms actually do pull this out, how they can overcome being hijacked. They wouldn't even be able to use their mag barriers anymore. They'd probably just have to straight up switch to Riot Shield and hope for the best. But it looks like they're relying heavily on these mag barriers here. But let's go ahead and focus on the top left screen, as a mag barrier basically just saved his life there. And correction, not a mag barrier. It looks like he popped his ultra there. But it looks like this is one of the first times we've checked in up here, and the Phantoms actually had a lead at 67 to 65. Make that 66 now. So they got a 2-kill lead, 1-kill lead. Back up to 2, and it's looking like a pretty close game. Let's turn our attention back down to the bottom 2 screens, match 2, and we can see that the Phantoms are indeed struggling on a larger map, where they're now down 30 kills in total. So this one pretty much looks like a wash. So let's just go ahead and go back up and focus on the top 2, because that top match is very close. As you can see, they're still holding on to a 1-kill lead, and that is going to determine if this goes into overtime for a match 3, or can the Highwaymen pull it out and come up with the clean sweep. Let's find out. We're going to keep all 4 games going at one time, because you never know what could happen. But let's look at the top left screen here. He's trying to hold angles, looking around, and ends up getting a trade, and we are tied at 75 with about 40 some seconds remaining. Let's move our attention over to the top right screen now. This is my gameplay as I climb up the boxes there. Go outside on the top rail, run into 2 of my teammates. We're holding a 1-kill lead as we approach the 30-second mark. So it doesn't look like this game is going to go the distance. I don't think anyone's going to hit 100, but it's going to be a close finish for sure. We go ahead and get a kill there and keep the lead. Go down the hallway there. And we are now tied up at 80 with about 15 seconds to go. Highwaymen pull ahead by 1, and I think that kill right there just tied it back up at 81 with 8 seconds to go. And it's going to be a photo finish. And as I jump down, the Highwaymen take a 1-kill lead. With 3 seconds left, they take a 2-kill lead. Phantoms bring it back to 1, and the Highwaymen pull it back out to 2 and end up winning 84 to 82, all at the same time, while the other game ends at 71 to 100. So it looks like the Phantoms end up losing, and the Highwaymen get a 2-0 sweep and are going to move on to the next round. So as I throw up the brackets on screen here, remember, if you like this style of video, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next round. And if you want to be a part of the next round, which I have not recorded yet, make sure you come out to one of the live streams, and that's usually when I get enough people to be able to do something like this. Or you can follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, links for both of those will be in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.